Hello, dear student. Good morning. So today we are going to talk on the new topic, the study of insect metamorphosis. Insect metamorphosis. So this topic is new and it is very important for examination point of view. So here, wait. So firstly, so what is mean by metamorphosis? So here, this metamorphosis, it's nothing but it is a series of that a change that takes place during the development of an insect from eggs to adult or collectively known as metamorphosis. It means what? During the development of insect, what may be the changes in growth, even also during the development, and insect undergoes that during its life cycle from birth to maturity. And there is the continuously some four basic stages they are formed like different types we can say even different stages is formed means what there is some mark or there is a complete change in character even in case of different appendages. Okay, even different appearance point of view. So here the some changes what may be the occur in case of the character or in development, but where from egg to adult, from birth to maturity, this whole process that called as the metamorphosis. Okay, and this is it's a one like arthropoda that characters that we learn in phylum arthropoda that various characters. So insect performs a metamorphosis. Means meta means change, meta means change, and morpho means change in form. It is in the we can say that form, in shape, even character, even like its appearance. Okay, that is called as a metamorphosis. Okay, now the next one. So here the different types of like metamorphosis. First one that metabola, hemimetabola, holometabola, intermediate metamorphosis, and lastly hypermetamorphosis. These are the all that five types that which is important. Okay, metabola, hemimetabola, holometabola, intermediate metamorphosis, and lastly hypermetamorphosis. This is overall the major four types that which is very important. So in examination. Okay, now the firstly, so what is mean by a metabola? A metabola means what? Its simple meaning is no metamorphosis. It means what? What may be the changes occur in insect. So there is a no change form, only like the size, except size that during the juveniles means young one. It is a form in the silver fish insect. This type of the metamorphosis generally found in like a silverfish insect, even also the Thysanuran insect, even like Columbulan insect, Prochuran insect, and Diploran insect. It means what this all type of this metabola type of metamorphosis found in pterygoid insect. Those are the wingless insect are. So there is this type of the metamorphosis occur. So लक्षात घ्या हे काय एक primitive type of metamorphosis आहे आणि here that presence of three important stages. याच्यात फक्त तीनच स्टेज असतात की तो टाईप म्हणजे अमेटाबोला आणि त्यामधल्या तीन स्टेजेस कुठल्या तर फर्स्टली दॅट इज एन वन स्टेज young one stage, then egg, firstly egg stage, young one stage, and lastly it forms a adult. So during this time, so it's hatching this insect, those young ones come out from eggs. So we can see here, suppose this is the young one. After the like eggs, this is the eggs and the young one come out. So this young one, this all are here we can easily see. So this adults, okay, this all adults are resembles with the young one. म्हणजे एक सारखे दिसतात पूर्ण अडल्ट म्हणा किंवा त्याचं यंग वन म्हणा. म्हणजे आफ्टर द हॅच दोज आर द यंग वन कम आउट. म्हणजे त्याच्यात जी काही पिल्लावस्था बाहेर निघल ती पिल्लावस्था आणि त्याची प्रौढावस्था हे एकसारखे दिसतात. त्याच्यामध्ये कुठलाही फरक नाही. फक्त कशामध्ये ऑल एक्सेप्ट इन दी साईज, एक्सेप्ट इन दी साईज. बरोबर, याच्यामध्ये काय दिलेला वर्ड एक्सेप्ट फॉर द साईज अँड अदर लाईक we can say here that called as juveniles. Okay, that but here the continuously molting occur. मात्र ह्या पिरियड मध्ये या प्रोसेस मध्ये मोल्टिंग जी होत असतात ती कंटिन्यू असणार. मोल्टिंग मीन्स व्हॉट? शेडिंग ऑफ ओल्ड क्युटिकल अँड द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ न्यू स्किन, दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज द मोल्टिंग. बट मात्र याच्यामध्ये मोल्टिंग मात्र कंटिन्युअसली असणार. सो हा झाला फर्स्ट टाइप अ मेटाबोला, that is called as the no metamorphosis type. Okay, now the next one, second one, this is the hemimetabola, that is we can call as a incomplete metamorphosis or simple metamorphosis. In this incomplete metamorphosis or direct or simple metamorphosis, the insect complete their the post embryonic development without assuming much striking any morphological changes. So that is called as a hemimetabola. In this one, the insect also have the three important stages. यामध्ये सुद्धा तीन स्टेजेस असतात: eggs, nymph and lastly adult. यामध्ये young one hatch from the eggs, that is called as a nymphs. Very important. Nymphs means what? After the egg hatch, the young one is called as nymphs. But where this all nymphs word that used in generally, those are the liquid feeder insect, that is the suckers, plant suckers insect. Okay, and this nymph have some of the mode of life, feeding habit, food and habitat are same with the adult. Those food required or that habitat required or food required, habit required, same like feeding habit, it is also the simple. With the simple means that same with the adult. And this nymph and adult difference, that does not possesses a wings, only there is some morphological character that have the different or that having the some difference. In case of this possessing the wings, in case of the nymph there is a not, but in case of even also the adult, there is the possessive wing. Even also the reproductive organs not fully developed in case of this name, but in case of the adult, there is the reproductive organ also until they turn into the full grown adult. Okay, this is only the major difference that present in between the named and adult. जर आपण बघितलं त्याचं जर सांगायचं झालं तुम्हाला, तर जी काही पिल्लावस्था आहे त्या पिल्लावस्थामध्ये काही ठराविकच असे कॅरेक्टर आहे किंवा अपेंडेजेस म्हणू आपण त्यांना, की त्यामध्ये विंग्स, काही आपण त्याला जननग्रंथी म्हणतो, रिप्रोडक्टिव्ह ऑर्गन, हे फुल्ली डेव्हलप नसतात निम्फ मध्ये म्हणजे पिलावस्थामध्ये. मात्र प्रौढ मध्ये मात्र ह्या दोन्ही गोष्टी प्रेझेंट असतात. म्हणून ह्या दोघांमधला जर फरक जर बघितला निम्फ अँड अडल्टचा, तर हे मेजर कॅरेक्टर. ऑल्सो इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज अ ग्रॅज्युअल मेटामॉर्फोसिस. ओके, विंग्स डेव्हलपमेंट एक्सटर्नली, याच्यामध्ये विंग्स जे डेव्हलप होतात हे एक्सटर्नली बाहेरच्या साईडला होतात. म्हणून this insect called as the epterygote insect, sorry, exopterygote insect called as those are the wings arises externally. This terms called as a exopterygote. Exo means external, para means wings, para means wings, exo external म्हणजे externally wings जे फॉर्म होतात त्याला म्हणायचं exopterygote. So here in this in this stage, no resting stage, okay, or a transitional phase for the transformation into the adult. Because why? There is the pupal stage absent. त्याच्यामध्ये काय असते? कोश अवस्था नसते. म्हणून there is the no resting stage. Directly young ones is formed the adult. Okay, this transform directly. That's why it is called as a hemimetabola. Okay, so which are the insect that comes under in hemimetabola? Some of the insects are dragonfly, damselfly, grasshopper, cockroaches, crickets, aphid, jacid, bugs. This all insect comes under in incomplete or hemimetabolous insect. We can see here the different images. Here I am showing you. Suppose these are the eggs that laid by the adult, and directly when the young one comes, so this young one we can see here that I am marking on like a slide, and this nymph are only the size and transform directly adult. This is the adult. Why? These adults and these young ones nymph are resembles except size, except reproductive organ, even the except wings development. Only there is the difference in between the two stages. Even also the pupa here totally absent. Always remember, in hemimetabolous insect or simple metamorphosis, the pupal stage is absent. Okay, again I am showing you the second picture. that of example of grasshopper. Suppose this eggs laid inside the soil or in ground. Okay, it is laid by this the grasshopper adult. Okay, and when this the adult that laid eggs, the young one comes out. This is the young one. Okay, this young one. So this young one and this adult are the resemble same except the wings and other organ. But these are the look like similar. Even in the food material also the same. Okay, that feeding habit and the habitat also the same. Not different in another insect, but they are the same habitat. Okay, so this is called as the simple metamorphosis. This is one also the second picture. Okay, this is also about the red cotton bug. We can see here from egg, then nymph, and then finally it becomes adult. Except size, wings here absent, here slightly developed, and then lastly fully developed. So that is the gradual changes in nymph. So that directly the nymph transform into the adult. That is called as a simple metamorphosis, gradual metamorphosis, or holometabolous insect. Okay, now the very important that type known as a that called as holometabola, or we can see here this simple word complete metamorphosis. Here, complete metamorphosis, complex metamorphosis, or indirect. So that is called as a holometabola. Here in this insect have the four life stages. याच्यामध्ये किती stages असतात? चार. So the namely four life stages are eggs, larvae, pupa, and adult. Okay, but here the most striking morphological changes. If we see during the development or growth from egg to adult, so much more morphological character appearance changes occur in this holometabolous insect. Why? Holo means complete. Holo means complete. And here also the other character point of view, if we see here somewhat the wings pad internally develop. In case of the hemimetabolous insect, the wings develop externally. So there we can say there that exopterygoid. But here in case of the holometabolous insect, the wings are internally developed. So what we can say here, endopterygoid. In previously already I said you that known as a Ptera means wings. Internally, that is endopterygoid. So all those are lepidopteran insect, other coleopteran insects are internally. So that comes under in holometabolous insect. Here, this larva differ greatly. If you change, if you see in this morphological character, those larvae that come out from the eggs of this holometabolous insect, this larva are the differs greatly from in the adult, because why? The larva required the different food, and the adult required the different food. It means there is a no competition. There is the no competition because these all two stages have the different feeding habit. Okay, even like the compound eyes are absent in larvae, even laterally ocelli, stigmata. Like we can, I am talking about the much more information in case of this holometabolous insect, but generally this all from these eggs to adult are totally different. Okay, mouth parts and all this. Okay, so that's known as this the holometabolous insect. The here holometabolous insect have different examples here on that mentioned on slide: butterflies, moths, beetles, weevils, different flies, honeybees, wasp, even mosquito also comes under in holometabolous insect, because here the presence of pupal stage, those are the pupa form. So it means the completes the holometals. Why? Because the insect that forms or complete the life cycle from these four stages: eggs, larva, pupa, and adult. लक्षात घ्या, चार स्टेजेस मधून जात असताना इन्सेक्ट त्या टाइपला म्हणायचं होलोमेटाबोलस इन्सेक्ट. ओके, नाउ हियर आय एम शोइंग यू the different picture about this holometabolous. Here this beetle laid eggs, that is a yellow in color, that eggs laid by this known as this ladybird beetle, and this is the grubs, and this is the pupa and formation of this adult. This is the complete stage of this holometabolism. Another example I'm showing you, this lepidoptera insect. Previously picture was a coleoptera insect, that ladybird beetle. This is the butterfly that comes under the Lepidoptera. Its egg stage, then larva hatch, emergence, first instar we can see here. Then again first mold when observed, it's become a second instar larva, then again second mold, then third instar larva, then fourth mold, that is the fourth instar larva, then fifth stage, that is fifth instar larva. Finally, it is pupa form, that is a decticus pupa, that or corrected pupa, not corrected here, decticus pupa form. And lastly, it forms a adult stage, that is a complete adult stage known as a Lepidoptera insect. This is complete stage when formed known as a holometabolous insect. Okay. Now here the another one example of this Lepidoptera insect of butterfly, which is chrysalis pupa here formed. This is called as the chrysalis pupa. Those are the hooks or like that tied together this pupa that on the stem or bark or leaf portion, that known as the chrysalis. When this adult eggs, then larvae, then pupa, and finally it becomes a adult. That is called as this complete metamorphosis. Okay. Now, in between this simple and complete metamorphosis, there is I am showing you the some slightly different, like, or we can differentiate. We can differentiate easily. Where in case of this simple metamorphosis, only three stages present. That is eggs, then nymph, and finally it becomes a adult. But in case of the complete, egg stage, larval stage, and this is very important, pupal stage, and finally it forms a adult stage. After hatching, egg passes through various mold before becoming a adult. Here is also the various molds, because from the eggs, larva, pupa, grows maggot, what may be the pupa and adults, and forming various molting process in between. So this completely form in between these two insects. This is the very simple that to differentiate. We can easily differentiate in between two. Okay, now the next one, hypermetamorphosis. Hypermetamorphosis, it is this peculiar type of development or peculiar type of metamorphosis, generally in form in case of this insect, blister beetle. Where this hypermetamorphosis, that type of metamorphosis observed in blister beetle, very important. Why? Here the two or more types of forms of larvae. Because what, when this metamorphosis form or that changes occur in blister beetle insect, हा blister beetle insect मध्ये काही असे काही चेंजेस होतात की पर्टिक्युलरली कुठं की लार्वा मध्ये त्याच्या अळी अवस्थेमध्ये, where that this type of the changes found in case of the larva. त्या अळीमध्ये असं काही होतं जसं फर्स्ट इन्स्टार इट इज फॉर्म बाय द कॅम्पोडिफॉर्म. जेव्हा पहिली अळी अवस्था असते तिचा जो टाईप असतो कॅम्पोडिफॉर्म असतो, बरोबर, straight and flattened, which is like those are the present in case of the coleopteran, like ladybird beetle larvae. So during that, this campodiform larvae, subsequent when the larval molt again, and depends on this type and mode of this larva, which is formed by the scarabidiform. Okay, the first larva campodiform, and then again molting occur continuously, then it becomes a scarabidiform, that is a C-shaped larva. म्हणजे आधी स्ट्रेट फ्लॅटन शेप असतं, कॅम्पोडिफॉर्म असतं, आणि नंतर लेटर ऑन इट बिकम्स अ सी शेप. नंतर त्याचं सी शेप मध्ये होऊन म्हणजेच त्याला स्कॅराबिडिफॉर्म म्हणतात. हे या प्रकारचे ज्यावेळेस चेंजेस होतात कुठं, हे इन्सेक्ट आहे हा ब्लिस्टर बिटल मध्ये. सो दिस ब्लिस्टर बिटल्स वेअर this type of metamorphosis known as a hypermetamorphosis. That's why it is called as the peculiar type of development. Here we can, I am showing you easily when this larva form flatten. बघा यामध्ये कशी फ्लॅटन लार्वा दिसते. ओके, and नंतर it is becomes a C shape, that is scarabidiform. So this type of the changes when occur in case of this blister beetle, so known as a hypermetamorphosis. Okay, now the lastly, intermediate metamorphosis. Intermediate metamorphosis, not in the hemi, not in the holo. It may be either undergoes in the hemimetabolous or even also the holometamorphosis. इनकम्प्लीट पण असू शकतं आणि कंप्लीट पण. ह्या दोन्ही याच्यातून जे जाणारे आहेत त्याला म्हणायचं इंटरमिजिएट मेटामॉर्फोसिस. इफ दे अंडरगो होलोमेटामॉर्फोसिस देर इज अ शॉर्ट प्युपल स्टेज. जर ती होलोमेटामॉर्फोसिस मधून जर ती इन्सेक्ट जर कंप्लीट होत असेल तर त्याला म्हणायचं pupal stage there, this short. That is the example where found in case of the intermediate, that is the coccyx and the thrips insect. There only two insect, there is the intermediate metamorphosis are present. So student, this is overall today's topic, Hope you understood. Thank you.